Our arms are strong. There's just no way when we grip up on the double wrist lock that you're going to pull your arm through with one arm. That's bullshit. That's pro wrestling. That's not catch wrestling. What you do when he grips up is you want to get your hip in. I want to load my hand on my hip, and I'm going to Indian grip. Now, let me turn towards the camera slightly. Now I'm going to thrust my hips forward. I'm going to use my whole body weight to counter this. We're going to have to get this from several angles. So I shoot my hip through, and now I use my whole body weight to break through. Let's turn. We'll see the finished position. Many times when you do this with force, Costa's arm is going to break free. Now I'm in my position to do a hammerlock, a throw, a standing choke with my legs. And I just reversed a bad position, made it a good one. We'll do it from this angle. Okay, that's a simple move. Now without Costa, I gripped up and I'm bringing my hip in. Okay, and I'm lowering my center of gravity too. I know he's not going to try to lift me. He's not going to do that from that position that he's in. And then I just come through with everything. When you're going at full speed, it's very bombastic. It's very explosive. He's got my arm. I come in, boom, and I use all my power. Again, we are using high-level technique here. We're not trying to muscle at all. So Costa, one more time. And now I'm finished. I broke the double wrist lock, I countered it, and from there, I can do what I want to do. We're going to bring in Big Brian, and he's going to put the double wrist lock on Costa, and Costa's going to try to muscle out of it with just one arm to show you how impossible that is. Please, Brian. Get your hips in too and try it.
The proper way?
No, the improper with one, well, semi-proper with one arm. Okay, now grip it the right way. And as you could see from there, even a big brute with a 100-pound weight advantage cannot withstand that counter. Now, what's beautiful about what I teach in catch wrestling, the proper catch wrestling, which is basically non-existent, is there's counters to counters to counters. Why was Costa able to counter Brian? Well, because Brian applied, and well, he did as I wanted him to do, but generally, he applied the double wrist lock incorrectly. And I'm not talking about the frame up. Let's forget about this for a minute. But this was the problem with Brian's double wrist lock, and when Costa did it to me, is I'm giving him that option. I'm giving him that ability because of the way he's facing, correct?
Correct.
And the two squared up. And that's why it's important that when you get that twist, I get an angle. Now it's going to be hard for him. He's not going to reach, and I could still get that forearm pressure. I'm just not going to allow him to go for that. Now, if people are watching this video, and I see him, let's say they watch this and they learn this, and they try to counter grip up, and he grip it. From here, if I wanted to, I'm going to abandon the double wrist lock. I can actually literally go into a key lock from here. And I'm still doing the same thing like before. I'm putting crushing pressure on his forearm. I'm in on his groin. I can take him down, and he's in a lot of trouble. So that's an option that you can do because I blew the position. But done properly, when you get that double wrist lock, and I'm out here, he's not, it's too late for all of that jazz, okay? Let's spin to the camera. I'm not going for the double wrist lock now, I'm going for the forearm. I got good head control. I want to snap that forearm. And if we went at high velocity, I would have ended up with him on his back and me over top of him in this kind of a position. A head scissor and a double wrist lock. Low impact, but, you okay? Low impact, but I can plant him in a small circle. Let's go up. One more time and then we'll quit. I got the double wrist lock, I put it on, his head is low, I come over, I'll throw him down. So I get the squeeze on, here's where I'm gonna go for the forearm. Okay, so you have, and again, I'm not actually trying to choke him out, this would be a choke. if I wanted to. I'm just controlling his head. And I'm really safe. And we'll cover head scissors later, but, you know, I have a lot of options. So, come on, buddy. The beautiful thing is, I want you to start thinking. This may have started from here. Now, who would think that in less than 2 seconds, I'm gonna start choking him with my legs from this position?